Back for the second time today, 25 minutes before I have a client. So I wanted to jump on to a second life. Was a little bit unsatisfied after the first one and still had some energy left to give. And the last thing I want to do is to end this day feeling like I didn't give it my all. So a quick part two of the Ask Me Anything concept. So technically, this is episode 109 or 193, I think, or 83. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anywho, hoping to catch some more folks at this time, a little bit later on the day. So give me some good stuff. I'm good, Nabeen. What's up, Elizabeth? Many days later. Elizabeth, where were you? You were busy. Didn't see you. What's up, Jen and Nicole? Already I can tell there's a whole different crowd. Nice hairstyle. Thank you. Appreciate that. How you guys doing today? What do you want to talk about? We don't have that much time, only about 20 minutes, but that's enough. That is enough. So let's get straight to it. Yeah, I appreciate it, man, about the hair. A lot of people have been telling me this. Elizabeth, I'm struggling with time because of my classes. Well, school comes first. Never put a YouTuber's live stream over that. Can you give me any suggestions related to marriage? If you get married in a country where the law is weird in the sense that if you get divorced, your partner automatically gets half of what you have, you should definitely get a so-called prenup. So it's like a contract that you have to basically use to stipulate that, like marriage should not be like a business deal. It shouldn't put you in a bad position. um, so that's the first piece of advice I would give you. Like, check your paperwork and don't just get married for the hell of it. And secondly, ask yourself, why are you getting married? Are you doing it for you because you want to, or are you doing it because you think you have to, and your family and or society is pressuring you? Doing good. I'm happy to hear that, Jenna. Nadine, you have somebody that you want to marry? Somebody already caught your eye? Is she aware that you like her? Elizabeth, your lives help me though with motivation and balance. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy I can do that for you. Nadine, will any girl marry a boy if that boy has any health related issues? I hope so. I mean, there's also a lot of girls with health related issues. So, um, if she would not want to marry you because you have some health related issues, then that means she's not the one. Nadine. Stiggy, bro, looking sharp as always, looking like Paul from Tekken 2. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Tattooed cherry dollar, how you doing? Hey, bro, seeing you every day, fan from India. Shout out to India, man. I've been on my grind, after I took a little break at the end of the last year and the beginning of this year. I have been back. And I still have some unedited material that I filmed back in Tenerife, my little surfing trip. So I still have to edit that vlog. I keep putting it off. It's just I it's hard for me to do too many things. So right now I'm focused on getting back in shape again, coaching my clients, and doing live sessions. So those are three big things already. Pretty time consuming. Um, if so, me editing a new vlog right now is kind of hard because I don't really, I haven't vlogged in so long. So I'm out of that routine. So it never feels like a good moment. It never feels like a good time to do it. Back when I was making vlogs every day, it was easy because I just had like a set time in my head for that. And now it's just kind of like, it's just there, like waiting to be edited. And I never do it. But sooner than later, it'll happen because I know you guys like that as well. Your hair also gives a standing ovation for you. Thank you. You guys really like the hair, don't you? Like, also the thirst life I did today, I had like a bunch of people tell me that they like it. So My mom was ecstatic. She hated my long hair. So she's over the moon, filled with joy that I finally got a decent haircut, which she likes to call it. All right, guys, let's keep it going. Like I said, not that much time. So anything you want to talk about, let's talk about it now. That way, we also make the best possible video for all the people watching these later. The bulk of views for these videos actually comes from people watching them many hours later. So that's why I try to try to keep the intro concise. My man Spencer, hey, listen, guys, this is my favorite client from Chicago. He's my favorite American client. I can say that. Him and his girlfriend have been smashing it. So shout out to Chicago, man. That's a really cool dude, Spencer Lastina. You're starting a new wave with the 80s pompadour. I'm trying, man. Trying to innovate. Trying to be a trendsetter. You need you need a strong blow dryer. You need a lot of hairspray. And I have this like it's like a powder that I put in. It's like this. I never used it before. My barber put me on. He's like, "Yo, you should try this." It's like a powder that you put in, and then it gives more volume to your hair. How to n- how not to do periodization? I'm not sure what you mean. Then, what do you do when you feel all alone? Um, Try to fill that void by doing activities that better yourself. For example, going to a gym. Try to find people that you can hang out with, man. The Meetup app is really useful for that. All right, it's called Meetup. It's a free app, and it basically tells you the events that are going on, near your location that you can join, and you can meet other people that also want to meet other people. It's really great. How not to procrastinate? Uh, Honestly, I hate that question because there's no real answer to like how to stop procrastination. It's like decide who you want to be. That's basically what it boils down to. Um, and I actually employ supplements for that. So caffeine, like people tell me I hate running. Well, running becomes a whole lot more fun if you pop a caffeine pill right before you start, and make sure you haven't had. People need to stop drinking coffee first thing in the morning. You need to save that caffeine rush. Really though, you have to think about it. Like, don't just like take that coffee automatically without thinking about it. Great, now you have energy to do what? To put your clothes on, to take a shower. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of you're throwing away that wave of energy that caffeine gives you. So don't drink caffeine in the morning. Drink tea. Then when you go running, right before you're about to run, take a caffeine pill. It doesn't cost you anything. It's super cheap. Put on some music, start running, and then let the caffeine euphoria kick in. And boom, before you know it, you're 4 kilometers in. So that's how I stop procrastinating. That's how I take action. Thraxton's Way. Hey, thank you so much, man, for your super generous donation. That means so much to me, man. You supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. I knew I had to come on a second time. I felt it. I felt that uh, I was missing. I was missing someone, something. So that was you, Directions Away. Thank you so much, Nan. Hey, Nan, how's your day going? Just stopping by for a few. I figured I would give you a little something. Thank you, man, from the bottom of my cancerous heart. Also, do you like photography? Yes, yes, I do. I use my phone. It's a Samsung S10 Plus, but it takes great pictures. I love taking pictures and trying to like make them good, like properly put time into them. Anytime like a couple or whatever, like strangers ask me, like, "Hey, you take a picture?" I try to take the best picture because it's fun. It's cool. It's like a gift you can give to people. Dirk Sculton, I guess. Dirk from Edmonton, Canada. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Trailer Park Boys. Looking sharp, but it looked good after your 5K yesterday, too. I was a mess. For anyone wanting to know what he's talking about, yesterday I uploaded some stories on my YouTube story after running 5K. and barely making it. So if you want to go check that out, it's in the YouTube stories. Have you heard about the trucking convoy for freedom in Canada? I have not, my friend. Please enlighten me. As I ban this Russian bot, hide user on this channel. Boom. Spencer Lestina, what are your 5 favorite albums of all time? Um, Rick Ross, Part of Miami. Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem. Dre 2001. Shit, I'm gonna run out quick. Oh, there's so many left. Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Oh, Young Thug, Beautiful Thugger Girls. Um, Boys in the Hood by Heth, Crooks, and Atje, which is a Dutch album. I've been playing it nonstop. Man, yeah, top 5 is hard. There's so many albums that I really like. I don't listen to Get Rich or Die Trying anymore, but like that album is also like undisputable. Oh, yeah, that's a hard question, man, because I got so many albums that I really like. I'm forgetting a ton of albums, by the way. Oh man, my favorite Mac Miller, Mac Miller, um, Circles. That to me is the best. Honestly, the best album ever made. Like number one, Mac Miller Circles. So yeah, how to be the nicest guy in the world like Keanu Reeves and you? I'm not sure if I'm at Keanu level. I just saw a movie the other day. It was amazing. It was called The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino. Somehow I'd never seen it. It was a pretty big deal apparently in the 90s, 97 it came out. It's amazing. Like best movie I've seen in a long time. Like crazy good. The Devil's Advocate. But I'm sure everyone has watched it besides me. How is your mom and dad? They're great. They're good. All good, healthy, alive and kicking. Dirk, trying to get our prime minister to understand we're all tired of the mandates. Do they still have mandates in Belgium? We do, but like I mean, gyms are open, bars are open, restaurants are open. They close at 11 though. Uh, um, but it's like I'm okay. Like I'm fine. I'm not that hindered by it. I can do my thing. Yeah, Devil's Advocate is good. Yeah, that movie's so good. It blew me away. Anyone that hasn't watched Devil's Advocate yet, like you need to really check that one out. Like, can't believe I can't believe no one ever brought it up. It's like I just randomly came across it a couple of days ago. I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. Which is your favorite actor in film? Oh, probably I think American Psycho, and favorite actor I think is Christian Bale. Um, NBA playoff predictions. Who's the final four? Milwaukee. mm, oh, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Suns. Uh, uh, who am I forgetting in the West? Not Lakers. Oh man, actually Milwaukee and the Heat. I think the Heat are gonna make it over Brooklyn. So Milwaukee, Miami, and then the Suns and who else? Who we got in the West? The Jazz. I feel like I'm forgetting a team, but yeah, that's what I would say. 10 minutes to go, guys, before I gotta jump on another video call. Shout out once again to the Raxton's Way for your super generous donation. I really appreciate that. Anyone else that wants to sponsor the channel, you can click on the dollar sign below and send a donation. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you don't have the money to do that, just hit the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a penny, and it's also greatly appreciated. Adele, my stamina is poor. I'm very skinny to the point of having my weak, skinny abs sticking out. I want to improve my stamina through running. How would you go about it if you were me? Um, Start running. That's how I would go about it. So make that a priority. Do it as early as you can in the day when you have the most energy. Um, yeah, man, just like and try to push yourself. Really like track it when you're running. Use an app to track it, and then try to beat you know your previous times. Have you seen the film Hereditary? No, I have not. Do you live in LA or someplace else? I like that you just assume LA. Does this look like LA? Do you think LA looks this gloomy? Do you think LA, like, like if I'm living in LA, I need at least a couple of palm trees in the background. And I wouldn't be wearing this. I would be wearing a tank top or just like full on naked of her body, you know, sunscreen on. No, I did not live in LA, no man. I live in Belgium. Belgium, the cradle of darkness. Not really. Oh, it's pretty dark, but it's not that bad compared to other places like Scandinavia. Yeah, man, start running, dude. Honestly, and start lifting some weights. It's also going to improve your stamina. And don't focus on isolation exercises. Focus on deadlifts and squats. Yeah, LA is glamorous. Oh, not really. Like LA is also quite depressing. Like I lived there for 3 months and it was shit. Didn't like it at all. Um, but at least it's warm and it's sunny. Noted. What are all the cities you have lived in? How would you rank them? Huh. I live in Stockholm. I live in Sundsvall. I live in Barcelona. I live in Ghent. I live in Antwerp. I live in LA. I think that's it, right? I would rank number one. I would rank Barcelona. Number two, I would rank Stockholm. Number three, I would rank Antwerp. Number four, I would rank Sundsvall. Number six, Ghent. And I think then number seven, LA. LA is dead last. The place sucks. Good question, Spence. Thank you, man. You're actually truly contributing to the life. Great questions, man. Appreciate that. That's why, man. That's why he's my client, man. He's a smart dude. I love working with this guy. Speaking of that, by the way, that's actually a great. I can plug this quite nicely. If anybody wants to join me, join Spencer as a client and work with me, you can email me at lorenz.dries@gmail.com. LORENZ.DRIES@gmail.com. Spence, you want to give a testimony on how much I suck? You're welcome, man, to go ahead and tell the people what you think. Don't worry. We can act like it never happened. Why are you still a Lakers fan then? The city being trash hurt your fandom? It's weird, man. Like I was just a Laker, like I was a Laker fan because of Kobe and Shaq, basically. You know, like they just did. That was like the first finals I watched was Philly against LA. So prime Shaq and young Kobe. And now it just feels like it's different. I don't doesn't feel the same anymore. The Lakers squad doesn't feel the same. Just I don't know. I still say I'm a Lakers fan, but it's kind of like whatever, you know. Like honestly, I'm not really like fully there yet to keep it real with you. But it's hard. Like I'm from Belgium. It's hard. Like I don't want to start saying like, oh, I'm a Hornets fan now. Like so I just stick to what I always kind of was, if that makes sense. But it's hard to be a fan from if you're living, overseas. Up, 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 up. Here's a link estimated to be 50,000 trucks and 500,000 people going to Ottawa to rally for freedom from mandates like they have in the UK. Awesome, man. Good on you guys. Taking back control. What is your Praxton's way? Dude, thank you so much, man. You've donated more in one life than they've done in 10 lives. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that a lot. What is your ideal place to live and why? Do you like big cities or maybe a mountain landscape? Well, if Barcelona wasn't such a like it got pretty poor lately and it became like the living standards are like a little bit like not that great and that's what kind of turned me off. And it's just I felt like it was a hard place to be productive from and to really like build a career from. So that's why I left. But why like an ideal place for me to live is a place with a good climate, with seasons, but long summers like Barcelona, and mild, like relatively mild winters. A place that's very walkable. Like I love cities where you can just walk, where you can walk anywhere. Like that's why I hate LA. You can't do shit by foot. Barcelona, you can walk anywhere. It has a great metro line as well. Um, and Barcelona is also not that big of a city. It's a city that is compact. Again, that's why I didn't like LA because it's five cities. A mountain landscape, of course, I love the mountain landscape. I love Austria. I go there every year. I try to, um, but I love Austria, man. Just there's waking up the mountains. There's nothing like it. I love your hair. I think you found your vibe. I think I found it too. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hit this man up if you want to change your life. Real life testimonial. Hey, thank you, Spence. I appreciate that, man. Means a lot, buddy. Shout out to Becca too. Becca, I see you, girl. Spence, you saw her smashing her shake on the floor this morning. She was in a destructive mood in the beginning of the day. Emotionless artist. My boss is a terrible person. Everyone at my job is quitting, and they're hiring new people that are terrible at the job. I feel like I'm on a sinking ship. My boss opened everyone's Christmas cards. What? And started product transformation. Dude, are you working for Michael Scott? That's crazy. He opened your Christmas cards. Dude, that's the funniest shit I heard all week. Come on, man. That's funny. I work at a dispensary that didn't have any COVID protocols. Man, I would just start writing out just like stop giving a fuck, man, because it sounds like I'm on a sinking ship. Yeah, you are on a sinking ship, but it sounds like fun, man. Like that boss sounds like so bad that it's funny. Start looking for a plan D, though. Start looking for a way out, man. Hey, and who knows? Maybe if he gets fired, you can be the new boss. Opportunities. Glass half full, buddy. Braxton's. I love Chicago. I never been to LA, but I'd love to go. Spencer's from Chicago. Not live in LA, but I'd love to see it. In New York City, I want to go there. Yeah. Thrax's, wait, where you're living right now? Thanks for the encouragement to take back control of Canada. You got it, Dirk. You got it. Guys, I have to go in 2 minutes. I have to be ready to talk to my client. Um, Obviously, this was a very short live, but I still felt like it was productive. Thank you so much, Thrax's Way, for the support. Viking, my man, what's up with you in the chat? I'm good. I'm great. Trying to stay busy. What's up, Wild Hunt? Thrax's Way. I like out of the smaller city in Ohio. Not really much to do here, and it's not too safe as of now, but bigger cities are what I live for. Yeah, like I like bigger cities, but I don't like these monstrous cities. Like, like it's too much. Like LA is too big for me, man. And like London is too big. I like it to be like still a little bit like so you can still feel like you're in the same spot. You can meet somebody in LA and it's like, oh, I'm living in LA too. Oh, you're living an hour and a half away. So do we live in the same city? Really? You know? I had a talk with the CEO, my boss, yesterday, basically because they work close together and contact each other daily. They're friends and know about each other's personal life. Meanwhile, I'm the odd man out. Yeah, that sucks, man. I understand. I understand. It's not too safe as of now in Ohio. Yeah, man. But the same has happened in Barcelona. It seems to be a global trend. Cities are becoming more unsafe. Thanks for going live to share your light. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Go check out the live I did like an hour ago. It's obviously still up, and there's no material there. I'm sorry, guys. I have to go. Sorry it was so short, but I promise I'll be back real soon. Thank you again, Draxon's Way. I really appreciate your contribution, man. Have a beautiful day. Peace out.